G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 13 of our West Ham United career mode here on Dylan on the Ball. Today we are taking on Manchester City. At this point they've won three, I can't talk, it's 10:15 in the morning, I've had one coffee, it isn't good. I just need to bang these out basically. It's also raining in the background, I'm very sorry if that's distracting or annoying or whatever. Look, it just is what it is, man. Like, you're gonna have to, look, there are worse things in the world, okay? Anyway, we've got a bit to get through. So I'll just quickly remind you guys to please leave us a like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, comment what you think of the video. There'll also be another prompt down below for you guys to try and put your input in and see how we get on. First things first, the transfer window has now concluded. There's been a couple of incomings, couple of outgoings. We'll cover those ones first. First outgoing, as you see here, it is Pablo Fornals. He has left. He's gone to Leipzig. Did get a decent amount for him. Something, I think it was more than the 23.5 it quotes there. It was closer to 28 or something like that. And funnily enough, we were already, in town wanting to do some business anyway. So we've got rid of Pablo Fornals. That means that Jacob Ramsey moves up to centre attacking mid. And we've also brought in a defensive mid. We'll get to that shortly. Shortly. Again, it's too early. The second outgoing, after just 1 year at the club, it's Franco Cervi. Look, he was decent. He did a decent enough job for us. I have nothing but great things to say about him. He is, however, 29, and when Fulham came in and offered us 25 million or something for him, when he's worth 15, I was like, how could I say no? I have to take that, don't I? So he's gone across London to Fulham, so we've also had to replace him. Who have we brought in? Let's have a look. We've brought in 3 players. The first of them being, we had to replace Zuma, then we had to replace a holding mid, and then a left winger. Let's see who we've brought in. This was one I mentioned in the last video. It was who I was thinking of. It's who I've gone with to replace Kurt Zuma. We've stayed in France with our centre-back. It's Mohamed Simakan from RB Leipzig. He's 6'2", he's 23, he's 80 overall. I'm imagining he's probably got 80, I'm going to say 84 or 85 potential, and I don't know. But he is fairly decent. He looks good to me. He's a good tackler. He's a decent passer. I just thought it was a pretty good idea. I think we got him for actually about that 33.5, which is pretty outstanding, especially when we sent Pablo Fornals to Leipzig for about 27 or 28 or something. So it was pretty good to only really, at the end of the day, pay about 5 or 6 million on top of what we sold Fornals for to the same club. I thought that was a win, really. Next, at holding midfield, as I said, Fornals is gone. Jacob Ramsey's moved forward into the attacking mid spot. So we have brought in Tanguy Ndombele. Tanguy Ndombele at the holding mid. I did not realize he was so poor physically. 55 stamina seems like that seems personal. Like someone has it out for Mr. Ndombele and just wanted to let him feel it where it really hurts, in his stamina. I did not realize it would be that bad, but at the end of the day, we've got plenty of options on the bench to take him off whenever we need to. So he will be one of the holding midfielders. So we've got Rice and Souček, Douglas Luiz, and Ndombele. A decent option. He's 80 overall, so he's still quite good. I am retraining him to just be better defensively, basically, so he can be that holding midfielder, do a job for us. And as I'm speaking, I'm realizing the rain in the background is getting much harder, so I'm now starting to feel bad. The last piece of business, it is Noah Lang. We have brought him in from Bruges, another former Ajax player. You're seeing a bit of the theme in my transfer preferences personally. We got rid of, as I said, Franco Cervi. We needed another left winger. I thought, Noah Lang, he's got to have decent potential. I know he's 24 and he's 80 overall, but surely, already that's better than Franco Cervi. He's probably got, 3 or 4 growth left in him. I'm not sure. I genuinely do not know. But I just thought that was quite a good option. He'll eventually probably overtake Maxwell Cornet in overall, at least. So we'll watch how they perform, see how they get on, and, play whoever performs, basically. One last bit of business, and this is what I alluded to earlier when I was saying I might need a bit of your input. It is Vladimir Coufal. As you see on the right-hand side there, he's joining Barcelona when the transfer window opens. So they came in after the window had finished. Good enough offer. I was happy to take it. He's only got, this is the last year of his deal, so he was going to end up leaving for free if I didn't accept something. We got about 17-18 million for him, so I'm more than happy with that. But we'll need to replace him. So in the comments down below, I'll have pinned a comment saying or asking you who we should replace Vladimir Coufal with. Let me know, basically. I'm very open to whoever you guys reckon. I previously was looking at Livramento. I'm a little bit turned off by his price tag. I've also thought about Pablo Maffeo, used to play for City's youth team. I think he plays for Mallorca nowadays. He also spent the time in Germany. I think he's decent. He's about 25 years old. He'd probably be a decent, just straight up swap, really. But anyway, if you see that comment, make sure to let me know what you reckon. And I will see what we can do when it comes to January. Anyway, that's enough of that. That is a decent enough length intro. Let's get to the games that have happened since you were here. And look, there's a lot of 1-0s. I'm sorry about that, but there's one game in particular that'll make up for that. Let's see. So the first game, it was away at the Molineux, our old stomping ground from FIFA 22, and Maxwell Cornet gets the scoring underway. It ends up being the only goal. He's just put through well here, a nice little dinked finish. It's a beautiful finish really at the end of the day. And it gives us all 3 points. Couldn't be happier. Next up, we hosted Chelsea, and getting the scoring underway, it's actually Mason Mount here, a great little dummy there. I think it's Patrick Schick who actually jumps over here. After the cutback from the right-hand side, it falls to Mount. He laces it past Areola, gives Chelsea all 3 points. Following the trend of 1-0 wins, it is away at Aston Villa. We get the 3 points thanks to a great big header here from that man, Gianluca Scamacca. His first goal of the season, beating his old teammate Kurt Zouma in the air, powering it past Emi Martinez. And that's a nice away 3 points. Love to hear it. Then we hosted Bilbao in the Europa League, and getting the scoring underway completely organically, it's Mitchell Bakker. I could not have been happier. I actually tried to just knuckleball that free kick from way out for no reason. Mitchell Bakker timed his run, got on the end of it. That was 1-0. Then Plata makes a run down the right, finds Ivan Toney in the box. Again, his first goal for the club. A good cross from Plata once he gets it back onto his better left foot. And then Ivan Toney with a beautiful, powerful header beyond the keeper. 2-0. Amazingly, we make it 3-0, and it's a bicycle kick from Paqueta. Look, that makes it sound better than it probably is, really. I mean, it was a corner that went too far. Agard got there, lobbed it in towards Paqueta, who does bicycle kick it, and it does go in. It was just straight at the keeper, who palmed it into the side netting really kindly for us. Unfortunately, then we concede a goal here. It's from the penalty spot. Unai Unai puts it down into the bottom corner. Areola goes the wrong way, and there goes the clean sheet. That's 3-1. We then make it 4-1. I think it's Noah Lung there with the through ball for Ivan Toney, who makes no mistake. Great through ball, splitting the defence. Then with his weaker left foot, fires it across the keeper for 4-1. And we start off our group with 3 points. It was then hosting Manchester United, and 85 minutes in, off the bench, impact player Michail Antonio. We didn't end up selling him. He hasn't gone anywhere, so instead he's going to be our bench option just to do exactly this. To win us 3 points off the bench, makes the impact. You love to see it. Then most recently, we had Leicester in the Carabao Cup, where Gonzalo Plata gets the only goal here. He's put through, it was actually like a scissor kick through ball thing by Douglas Luiz. You can't see it in the replay because FIFA hates me. But Gonzalo Plata gets through, good, confident finish beyond the keeper. We progress, that's what matters. So that 4-1 win over Athletic Bilbao has put us top of our group. The rest of the teams in the group are Bodo Glimt and Cluj. I don't know how to say it. I don't know if they want me to say CFR. I don't know if they want me to say the 1907 or just the Cluj. I'm going to just say Cluj. Let me know if I'm wrong. I probably won't change it though. We're top of the group after the one game. You saw the 4-1 win. I'm pretty confident after beating Bilbao 4-1. I'm pretty confident we'll top that group, to be completely honest with you. Most recently, you saw us progress in the Carabao Cup beyond Leicester 1-0. that has put us into the 4th round where we are taking on Stoke City. We are heading to the Britannia. Thankfully, no Rory Delap long throws to face. Hopefully that is a good performance and we can get through, keep progressing in the Carabao Cup in defence of our title. Then as for the Premier League, after 5 games, we're up in 2nd. Just the one loss that was to Chelsea, but unfathomably, we are tied for 1st, only behind on goal difference. Ours is only just the 3 goals. We haven't done too much goal scoring as yet. As for today's opponents, Manchester City, you can't see them in the top 8. You can't see them in the top 10. They're down in 15th. After 5 games, they have lost 2, drawn 2, only won the 1 game. And, I mean, they're closer to the bottom of the table than the top. Like, we are 7 points clear of them at the minute, which, I mean, you know, if, say, all 5 teams below them win their games, City are, you know, 18th, 19th, I don't know. I mean, Burnley's not doing much. Sorry. Anyway, that's the wrap up. Let's get through to the game. Let's check out the lineups for West Ham vs City at London Stadium. So our West Ham side, a number of debuts in the side, a number of changes that you won't have seen before, we won't have played with before, so it is a bit of a risk, I guess, trying to find out how things work with these new players. It is Areola in goal, Johnson at right back, a centre-back pairing the first time they've paired together, Simakan and Pascal Struijk, Emerson at left back, defensive midfield is Rice and Ndombele, attacking midfield is Bowen on the right, Jacob Ramsey at attacking mid and Noah Lang at left wing, with Gianluca Scamacca up top hoping to add to his 1 goal so far this season, not quite on fire as much as he was at the end of last. As for Manchester City, it is Edison in goal, Walker, Diaz, Ake and Cancelo along the back line. Midfield 3 of Rodri, Bernardo Silva and Ruben Neves. Front line of Grealish on the left, Mahrez on the right and Erling Haaland up front. It's a very good lineup. It's weird to see no De Bruyne and weird to see no Phil Foden, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's a very good team, isn't it? I mean, the only weird thing, I guess, is why their midfield's like a little bit askew, which is really doing my head in. I can't wrap my head around why that would be. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get through to kickoff and hopefully win another 3 points to get it to the top side. Why not? So here we go then, an absolutely jam-packed London Stadium ready to host West Ham United versus Manchester City. Guys, I'll just remind you quickly to please leave us a like down below, subscribe if you are new, if you'd like to see where this career mode takes us, how far we can take West Ham. Comment down below who should replace Soufal at right back, what you think of the video, all that sort of stuff. Also down in the description below are the social medias, plenty happening on the Twitter, the TikTok, the Instagram. And that's the wrap up. Let's get to kick off. It's bittersweet to play Manchester City. I don't know. I want to beat them. But if I lose, I'm like, yes, you know, a little bit. Anyway, let's kick off. Let's do it. Alrighty, underway. Hoping that we can contain them like we did Liverpool. I mean, obviously the first 5 minutes we did not contain Liverpool. Of last match, that is. Or last video, I should say, I guess. But hoping we can do a decent job of containing Manchester City and maybe repeating the last 85 minutes as opposed to the first 5 of Liverpool. Already we're doing better because it's about to be beyond 5 minutes and nothing's happened. What's happened? Kyle, you got to do... What the heck was that? Kyle Walker gives it away. Scamacca's in the box. It's 1-0. It's Kyle Walker, you absolute goon. What are you doing? He's like trying to time waste by his own corner flag. 5 minutes in. Emerson does well to win it off him. Gives it to Scamacca, who does get his 2nd goal of the season. I mean, really, he couldn't not get it after being in that much room in the box. An absolute gift of a goal. Oh, wowee. Alright, what a start. That's the opposite of the Liverpool one. We're the side now dominating. I mean, dominating is a stretch. I mean, we got lucky. We were given a nice helping hand by Kyle Walker, but it's one that I will take any day of the week. I do wonder what's happened to Phil Foden and De Bruyne, because, like, surely they'd be starting. Oh, here's Noah Lang. A great ball to put him through there. Noah Lang. Oh, saved. He should possibly have done better there, I think. Noah Lang put through. Doesn't quite get around him. How was that a clean tackle? I was very confused by that. Like, I'm not sure how he's gone through the guy. Johnson looks for Ramsey. Bowen overlapping. Oh, does well to win it there off of Cancelo. Plays it back for Johnson. Johnson looking for Scamacca. Can't beat Ruben Diaz in the air. Johnson back for Bowen. Bowen edge of the box. Oh, I tried to just like sort of get around him just in that little pocket of space. And, oops. And fire away a shot. We've then given the ball away, but thankfully, who's that? Pascal Struijk it is. I was going to say Agard. It was that good. I was going to say Agard, but it's Pascal Struijk winning it. We're now down the other end. Can Bowen find anyone? No. Cross straight through to Edison. But look, I'm not going to say that we're the best side in the world, but I mean, we are beating a 15th placed side so far. Erling Haaland now, well, not what we want to see. Running at our defenders. Neves to Mahrez in the box. Big save. We sort of didn't give him much of an angle to shoot at. Why does he look like a chicken? I think Guardiola was impersonating a chicken, like one of those ones that in The Simpsons where he's pressing the Annie key. Anyway, didn't give Mahrez much of an angle. But it is a corner to Manchester City. Headed away. It was Noah Lang at the near post. Getting it just... Oh, good tackle by Ndombele. Just away from Erling Haaland. And Ndombele, with his all 55 stamina, is running down the other end. Playing Jacob Ramsey into the box. Oh, no one really making a decent run across the box there. Oh dear. Manchester City are a shambles at back. Noah Lang outside the box. Finesse. Oh dear, that was close. That was close. Just tried to curl it far post. I'm not sure how good Noah Lang's like long shots and that are, but oh, we injured Erling Haaland. That is great news. That is fantastic news for us. Also, maybe good news. Kyle Walker's on the ball again. We've tackled him out for a throw in. I do like the move of Ruben Neves for Manchester City. I think it is it makes sense. I'd really like to see them sign Dominic Szoboszlai. Don't know how to say his name. Bowen, look to just slip in Scamacca down the side of Ake. Can't quite make the angles work, but we do win the ball back quite easily. I think Declan Rice just gave Jack Grealish a massive shove, and that's how he's won it. Bowen, though, plays in Jacob Ramsey. That was past, I swear to God, that was past Edison, and he's just reacted after the ball's gone beyond him and pulled out a wonder save. That was nuts. This is ridiculous. All right. I mean, hopefully you can get what I mean here. He's making one save attempt, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, sorry, I've actually got to save the ball. All of a sudden, he's just like, oh yeah, sorry, whack. In full speed. That seems ridiculous. To go from this save attempt to that save attempt in how long? You know, like full speed, bang. That's FIFA. Come on, mate. Come on now. Come on. It is a West Ham corner, and we will take it with Noah Lang looking for Scamacca. Ndombele, surely. What's happened? Oh, it's a penalty. No, it's a free kick against us. I'm a bit lost. Okay, so I've determined the foul is here. It's Scamacca ensuring that Ruben Diaz doesn't have a kid or more kids, because he's about to absolutely just bury that, and instead his right foot, bang, just straight in the groin. I think that might be where the foul is. All right, I'll try not to do any more replays like that. What's happening? Oh, Ruben Diaz nearly standing on the toes of Edison as he takes that free kick. Manages to find Haaland, who can find Bernardo. Looked like we had won that, but Bernardo ends up with it before Jack Grealish gives it away. Just straight up just passed it away, you know? He just saw Ben Johnson and was like, you know what, Ben, you can have this one. On the house. Ben Johnson now overlapping, doing well, getting into the box. Can he find anyone? No, Ruben Diaz has been pretty sensational at back. I think he's the reason it's only 1-0 at this point. Because I think if it's a, lesser man, I think we're able to find Scamacca earlier in the piece there. Oh, we've won it again though. Not Paqueta. It's Jacob Ramsey who finds Scamacca, who cannot find the net this time. perhaps could have looked the other way and tried to find Lung, but it was on just wide. Man, we've definitely been the better side here, I think. So far, anyway. 37 minutes on the clock. We've been the better side. We're stressing Edison out, which never happens. I don't think the man knows what stress is. Skamaka now outside the box. Can he unleash one? Left foot. Another big save by Edison. This one I think was a bit more realistic. Still a bit pissed though. Bowen with the corner. Swinging this one in. Towards the middle. Towards Lang. Doesn't win it clearly. Rice. Goal. It's a goal. I'm not sure what's happened there, but it's lobbed over towards the back. It took forever to switch players to Declan Rice. But as soon as it does, he laces it in with his left foot. A nice volley from about 4 yards out. Tight angle, doesn't matter. Flicked on, I'm not sure what happened. He might hit Kyle Walker on the head, I'm not sure. But it's then volleyed in by Declan Rice. Hard across the keeper. Edison maybe gets his angles a little wrong, and Neves can't do anything on the line. It's 2-0 to the Hammers. Get in. Alrighty, 2-0. Wowee. 2-0 5 minutes ago to the break. Up to now, we have kept Erling Haaland quiet. I'm not sure he's had a shot yet. I think they had that one shot with Mahrez, who's just tackled there by Emerson. Or, look, maybe ambitious there, trying to get someone to outpace Kyle Walker. Or, again, stressed Edison out. Made him clear it Noah Lung. No, that doesn't work, does it? Ooh, Erling Haaland with a bit of room there. Simakan does well to reel him in a bit. And Manchester City, I said we. Did you hear that? Manchester City win the corner. Goodness me. Jack Grealish off before half-time for Kevin De Bruyne. There's 2 minutes to go, Pep, mate. Just wait, it's fine. That is a weird one. I wonder why. Did he have an injury? I didn't see it, but he might have done. Corner ball. Headed away, back to Bernardo though, who is tackled in the box. Emerson then loses it to De Bruyne. Here's Erling, here's a goal. No, it's Rodri with the shot at the end, and Areola, the absolute legend, saving it for another corner. Swung in by Neves towards the near post, headed away. Fell to Ake, had a bit of a volley. Couldn't find the goal, I think it was just a bit too crowded. Mahrez tried to slip in Erling Haaland then. We get away. It's half-time. A late flurry for Manchester City, but we keep our 2-0 lead at the break. We're doing it. I think we are title contender. I think we might be. Alrighty, into the second half. I think the new signings are settling in pretty well. Lung has looked good. Ndombele's had some good moments. The centre-backs, Strauch and Simakan, have been, pretty sensational so far. Ignore that. They've been pretty sensational so far defensively. Just ignore Simakan's passing. Also ignore when I said he has good passing before this, when I was looking at the signings and I said he had good passing. Now he's done that. Bernardo now in the box. Mahrez. Stop it, Areola. You absolute legend. Holy dooly. I don't know why Erling Haaland didn't lace that one, but it falls to Mahrez, who has a go. Areola, wow. That is incredible. That might make up for that ridiculous save by Edison earlier that I was annoyed about. But they're really putting the pressure on. It was Rodri again, I think. Big save by Areola. This one, he might do a bit for the cameras. I thought it was a bit straight down the middle. Threads the needle, ends up palming it out for another corner for Manchester City. Pretty under the pump here, when we were to end the first half as well. De Bruyne coming on hasn't been good news, which, I don't know if anyone was expecting it to be good news. We managed to get this one away. Ramsey does get into a bit of room. Hopefully take this all the way. He might look for Skamaka. Just too far ahead of him. I'm not sure what Skamaka's attempt was there, whether he was trying to header it or do ballet or something, but it ends up in the hands of Edison, and now Manchester City on the ball again. Noah Lang, what a challenge tackle? What am I trying to say? Skamaka, long shot, big save again. Look, there were passing options. I wanted to try. He's got 91 shot power. Here's Phil Foden. Why didn't they start these people? What the heck? All right, another corner for Noah Lang to swing in towards Skamaka. Bit far. Cleared away. That was fortunate for us, I think. De Bruyne's then given the ball straight back to Bowen. Bowen. Oh, looks for Ramsey. It's a goal. I was not expecting that to work. I just thumped in a cross. Wasn't really aiming for anyone, just hoping for the best. Surely Ruben Diaz is going to clean up. Nah, too good. Maybe just too much power on the cross from Jared Bowen, who gets around the outside here of João Cancelo, can't stop the cross. Jacob Ramsey, right place, right time, gets his head on the ball. That's why we've put him up forward, right? I mean, I take it. I'll take it anyway. Look, we weren't anticipating he'll be a great scorer with his head, but we'll take it. 3-0. All right, at this juncture, it's about 60 minutes in. It is 3-0 now. We are bringing on Cole Palmer is going to take the place of Jacob Ramsey. He's got his goal. He can have a rest now. We're going to bring on Noah Lung's also going to come off for Isaac Lihaji and Mr. Knezovic, that midfielder that I don't know what to do with. Here's Ramsey again. Missed. God damn it. I should have taken it on his right and finessed it. I know. Anyway, you see the changes here. Ndombele is coming off as well for Knezovic. Also coming on is Palmer and Lihaji. Manchester City old boy couldn't quite break into the team. That's the story I'm playing anyway. Or I'm making. He has played first team football for Manchester City. Just, not as much as he's getting now. Oh, wow. Oh dear. The header from the edge of the box, apparently. The way forward there for De Bruyne ends up in the hands safely of Areola. Very much hoping for a Cole Palmer goal now. Oh, instead we give it away. Erling Haaland. It's weird to see them trying just Kevin De Bruyne on the wing, unless they've moved him centrally now that Foden's on, maybe? Maybe that's the thought anyway. I don't know. Lee Haji now around the outside. Can he find anyone? No. Too close to the keeper. Edison wins that one well. Right, about 20 minutes to go. We're up 3-0. I think they've moved Bernardo out to the wing. Oh, there's opening here. It's Knezovic. Can he find someone? No. I was looking for Bowen at the back post. Didn't quite work out. But they just clear it rashly and we win the ball back. This is fabulous. This is exactly what we want to see, really. Space here for Emerson. Being closed down by... Oh, it was Haaland. That's Cole Palmer. That's a goal for Cole Palmer against Manchester City. The people who just crazily let him go last season. He has made such a huge impact for West Ham off the bench. Gets the ball from Emerson, who had done well to hold off Haaland. Then Cole Palmer, just inside the box, absolutely rifles that one. Side netting, right near the top corner. I mean, it's 4-0 to West Ham. What is this? This is crazy town. We are living in a crazy universe here, where this West Ham team, we haven't made too many crazy transfers or anything like that. It isn't reality. I get that, but we're doing it. We're just, Skamaka, come off it. What was that cross? I was clearly looking for Skamaka. It just did not work out. Erling Haaland in a bit of room. They've got runners as well. Neves can find Haaland again. He'll play a 1-2 with Foden. Haaland is just a different piece, isn't he? Look at the size of him. Crazy. Here's Rodri, edge of the box. He'll find Haaland, who finds De Bruyne. Back to Haaland. Haaland, I don't know if he's had a shot yet. Well won by Johnson off of Haaland. Oh dear, we're trying to play out. We end up losing it. Maybe overplayed our hand a little bit. But we've won it back, and just quick, beautiful passing ends up with Cole Palmer finding Bowen. Bowen is now in the box. He'll cut in to his left foot, find the back of the net. It is 5-0 West Ham United over Manchester City. Jared Bowen, you stud. These are the big goals I was expecting from him. It is a big goal against Manchester City. He's cut in from the right-hand side. Heaps of room in the box. Left foot. Just too much for Edison to get near it. It's 5-0. I think that also counts as an assist for Cole Palmer, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am. I've been mistaken before. Anyway, it's 5-0. I was not expecting this, especially after Like, yeah, at the end of last season, we were looking like doing stuff like this. But I mean, oh, Cole Palmer. Oh, wow, that's saucy. Foul. Referee. Come on, mate. Yeah, at the end of last season, we were looking like doing stuff like this. But then, you know, that Liverpool result threw me. Oh, Knezevich definitely offside there. Yeah, that... Oh, someone's just started doing pressure cleaning or something in the background. Again, hopefully you can't hear that. The Liverpool result made me think, oh, maybe, you know, that was just, you know, Conference League reversing some worse sides. It won't happen again. It's 5-0 against Manchester City. The side who won the league last season, and we've just dominated them. Here's Cole Palmer. It's surely going to be full-time. Or Cole Palmer will find Scamacca. No, it doesn't do anything. That's full-time. It's 5-0 over Manchester City. That is absolutely ludicrous. I won't show you all the goals, but here is the one that got us underway. It's Scamacca after Kyle Walker lost his head and lost it to Emerson, who played in Scamacca, who does well, gets into the box around the 6-yard line and fires it beyond Edison to give us a 1-0 lead after just 6 minutes. Then, of course, I have to show you. It's Cole Palmer scoring against Manchester City. Emerson did very well holding off Erling Haaland, possibly could have gone for the 1-2. You see, after he makes this pass, he continues his run, but instead, Cole Palmer takes a touch, fires it hard across Edison. That made it, what, 3-0, 4-0? I don't even know anymore. Crazy. Absolutely crazy scenes. So there you see, confirmation of a 5-0 win over Manchester City. What a great month. All wins, killing the game. We've got Cluj up next in the Europa League, followed by Crystal Palace, Leicester, Bodeglimt, Brighton and Stoke before we host Newcastle United in the Premier League. That'll be the next game you guys see before we head towards November and December. So in the highlights before the game in next video, it'll be Cluj, Crystal Palace, Leicester, Bodeglimt, Brighton and Stoke, when hopefully we're continuing our title charge. That win did put us up into first. Tottenham drew with someone, I don't remember who. They ended up drawing. We're ahead by 2 points. It's crazy. I didn't expect that at all. After 6 games to be leading, I am happy as Larry, especially to, you know, only the one loss, and it was to Chelsea, so I'm not too mad about it. Anyway, that'll wrap up today's video. Make sure to leave us a like down below. Subscribe if you are new, if you want to see how the season goes. Never miss another Dylan on the Ball video. Comment down below what you thought of the video, who we should sign in place of Vladimir Sufal, who is on his way out. And guys, until next time, when we go again to continue to lead the league, hopefully. Peace.